It appears that we may soon be making a profit, which is the day that investors have been eagerly anticipating after numerous days of a negative portfolio. But after being down 20% for days, I'll explain everything. After a long period of negative numbers, the day has finally arrived. The news has arrived, and it will shock you. The charts are increasing because of this. The Shiba Inu is doing well now. Everyone here is cognizant of the fact that the wild swings in the price of Shiba are a major source of stress and worry for investors. One has no idea what it's like to see your investments go down in value over the course of a few weeks. However, the investors' worries have transformed into joy as Shiba Inus are showing signs of improvement that is much needed by both the investors and the community at large. This is encouraging news that may put the investors on the path to a profit, or at least near one's level of profitability. Because the events of the past few weeks have finally come to an end and they can now relax. Investors are also overjoyed because they think this might be a turning point. They are certain that the market will soon see stronger earnings and that the current rising trend might last for longer than a few weeks. Shiba Inu is now spearheading the effort to recover NEM currencies, having recovered from its recent drop. The value of Shiba Inu has risen by nearly 4% in the past 24 hours, as reported by CoinMarketCap. There hasn't been a significant price increase for the coin since June 7th, so maybe the bad times are over. Optimism and a possible rebound are being bolstered by this event, which has investors feeling optimistic. Whales is also doing well, but why are they doing so well right now? You should be cognizant of the increasing domino effect, which is shown by the overall volume of whale transactions. The block reports a 45% spike in whale transactions. It's astonishing amount of approximately $140 million in a single day is truly outstanding. Let me tell you about something fascinating that transpired yesterday. Just as some Shiba Inus were still climbing the mountain, others were still stumbling, and Bitcoin is still in its own slump. Shiba Inu general health depends on this rise in WH accumulation, which may mean that whales are stocking up in preparation for the next Shiba Inu pumping season. The whales probably think the negative trend might shortly turn around. Since the whales are being so discreet about this, it's safe to assume that they would prefer that you remain in the dark. But 12,700 Bitcoin have gone to accumulating addresses in the past day, as stated by a prominent market analyst. So it looks like the whales are accumulating quite a bit of Bitcoin. So what exactly do they have in mind? Well, it's probably just a stockpile for when its value soars. It should be noted that this massive sum is approximately $840 million. Now that the ecosystem's confidence has returned, the whales are prepared, and we should be as well, in spite of their relief that the whales have entered the accumulation phase. Small investors are understandably anxious about the future of the market and its potential for further gains. Not only that, but they're projecting a huge up move in the coming weeks. But that's just the beginning. Things are about to get interesting. Following a precipitous decline in value, a rapid recovery could be on the horizon. According to the numbers, the value of big transactions has increased by 67% in just 24 hours, reaching about $50 billion. There has never been an accumulation like what the whales are doing. A data firm that operates on the blockchain has recently published an optimistic analytics report. Data on the two largest average cryptocurrencies, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, based on the important market value to realized value ratio MVRV, which is a great way to see how the market is doing and what traders are buying and selling. Behavior. According to the report, a lower ratio indicates that a cryptocurrency is more likely to see a short-term price bounce in the future. This is shocking news, and investors are jumping at the chance to pile on in the hopes of making a quick profit. When it comes to Shiba Inus, this new revelation alters everything. According to recent statistics, Dogecoin's MVRV ratio is at, whereas Cardano's is at an exceptionally low. Something out of the ordinary transpired when a commentator who seemed to be a Shiba Inu aficionado inquired about the breed's status. Shiba Inu's present position appears to be even more bullish than Dogecoin's and Cardano's, which the on-chain company characterizes as extremely positive, according to the response from the on-chain firm, which was the lowest of these major caps at minus 19%. Keep in mind that a lower number indicates better quality. This disclosure shocked the investors. People are elated and have renewed optimism because of this. Let me explain things to you. There were other bullish analyses than this one by an on-chain data firm. The number of professionals and investors who have voiced similar opinions has actually increased. Many are encouraged to try Shiba Inu accumulation because to the substantial likelihood of significant short-term gains. Shiba Inus appear to be entering a stage when we can achieve even greater heights. There are many who believe we are currently in an accumulation phase when whale investors are stockpiling coins in anticipation of a future uptrend. Shiba Inus are often seen as hopeful by businesses. Investors are even more enthralled by the fact that experts are suddenly becoming bullish after a long period of negative mood. Meanwhile, despite the present pessimism, an expert analyst has backed his claim that Shiba Inu is exceedingly bullish. That tendency that, during the course of the prior week, caused a 20% decline Javan. Even if Mars and other market experts are optimistic about the future of Shiba Inus, Marx thinks that this slump could open his most recent research cleared the way for a steep price hike. The markings highlight the Shiba Inu's persistence and potential for recovery, as it is still trading above the levels it started at in February. Shiba Inus are now doing very well. It is also possible and good for the environment to go up from here. To get the Shiba Inu price back up to where it was all those years ago, he's predicting a 294% increase. Mark thinks the current market slump might be setting the stage for a massive price increase. In his opinion, the Shiba Inu is about to surpass its previous all-time high and perhaps even reach the 30-second barrier, setting a new record. Given how rare it is, this is noteworthy. Although it is not financial advice, we should be mindful of the Shiba Inu price estimate moving forward. Despite the positive predictions, Shiba Inu is still up against two formidable obstacles, the 45-point and the 301-point mark, the latter of which will mark a new all-time high. Over 91,000 gowns worth at 29.6 trillion, or $500 billion at today's exchange rate, were purchased at this enormous wall. Assuming a huge sell-off happens now, Shiba Inu prices could fall again. The professional analyst, however, predicts that the Shiba Inu price will likely continue to grow if the breed is successful in overcoming the opposition at this critical supply barrier. He predicts that this finding might lead to a new record high price for Shiba Inus by removing a zero from the price, which could entice investors even more to buy. The community and investors will be overjoyed, and we can't help but think it's coming soon. Businesses and professional analysts are equally optimistic about this. With that, the article comes to a close. We must keep in mind that the Bitcoin market is highly unpredictable, but we must also be prepared for anything that may happen. How do you feel about that? Post a remark down below. What you have to say would pique my attention. Click on one of the videos to learn more if you're curious. Please like and comment on the video if you enjoyed it. I'm using this footage to improve my YouTube ranking. By forwarding this story to as many people as possible, you can also aid in its dissemination.